Hello, 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 chat. Sorry for the delay, भाई. Sorry for the delay. भाई पता है मैं तब से अपना I was trying to fix the audio issue. At the end हुआ क्या था, मेरे लैपटॉप का जो ऑडियो का वो था ना, वही ऑफ था. I was like यार आवाज ही नहीं आ रही, आवाज ही नहीं आ रही, मैं कुछ भी देख रहा हूँ, आवाज ही नहीं आ रही, आवाज ही नहीं आ रही, आवाज ही नहीं आ रही. अबे यार भाई सच में भाई कुछ नहीं हो सकता भाई. नूपंती है भाई, नूपंती है. आई एम बैक, आई एम लाइव चैट. अक्षत भाई थैंक्स अ लॉट फॉर द सुपर चैट भाई, मैंने देखी थी यार. थैंक्स अ लॉट, बड़ी मीन्स अ लॉट मैन फॉर द सपोर्ट. एंड चैट लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द सेमीफाइनल्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड टीम्स, द अल्टीमेट मैच, जहां पे या तो भाई वी गेट द कप और वी गेट द कप. एक ही चीज है भाई, या तो भाई आगे चलेंगे या तो घर पैक करके सामान वापस आ जाएंगे. Let's have a look at all the games. India is playing France. We have 4 pairings. On board 1, we have Vidit Gujrathi with the black pieces against MVL. Board 2, we have Nihal Sareen against Jules Musard with the white pieces. We have SL with the black pieces. And then we have Sasikaran with the white pieces. Sasikaran, I think, is the correct player here, I think, to play. I think he is the one who is very solid and would never really lose easily. And the games. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल चैट द फॉर्मेट ऑफ द क्वार्टर फाइनल्स. 2 मैच होंगे, एक मैच ये वाला है, एक मैच अगला वाला होगा. देयर विल बी 2 गेम्स एंड सिमिलर टाइम कंट्रोल्स 45 + 10. एंड जो टिपिकल ऑनलाइन लॉन्ग पेयर किसने देखा है चैट, किसने ऑनलाइन लॉन्ग पेयर देखा है? इट्स एग्जैक्टली द सेम, बस टाइम कंट्रोल हल्का सा डिफरेंट है. बाल में कुछ हेयर जेल नहीं रे, बाल मैंने कुछ रंग कर दिए रे बाल. बाल रंग कर दिए रे. तो थोड़े कुछ ज्यादा ही काले, अभी लिटरली 1 घंटा पहले रंग करे तो भाई कलर करे तो भाई अभी जम रहे होंगे काले काले. सो और सूखे भी नहीं अभी. एनीवेज वी स्टार्ट विद द गेम्स. 2 गेम्स ड्रॉ पे भाई वील हैव अ ब्लिट्स टाई ब्रेक होगा अगर ड्रॉ हुआ तो 3+1. सो लेट्स सी क्या होता है. फर्स्ट मैच स्टार्ट्स राइट नाउ. C4, E5, G3, D5, C takes, Queen takes. Very interesting choice by Vidit because yo अश्लेष कौशल भाई लॉन्ग टाइम, क्या हाल है यार, कैसे हो? And this is very, very interesting. Knight F3 played, Knight C6, Knight C3, Queen goes back, Bishop G2, Knight F6, Castles H6. So he wants to probably put the Bishop on E6 and avoid any sort of Knight G5s. Now E3 played, long term maybe D4 is the plan. And now VD is thinking in this position. शायद मेरी चड्डी का ख्याल ये क्या है रे? हाँ ये क्या टकरा है? हाँ अब आएगा मजा भाई. Let's go to the Nihal Sareen game. स्कूल और एग्जाम तो भाई दुनिया में हर किसी को देने हैं, आइंस्टाइन से लेके चंपू तक. निहाल विद द व्हाइट पीसेस. C4, E5, Knight C3, Knight F6, Knight F3, Knight C6, D3, D5, takes, E4. Wow. Okay. E4, Knight goes back to F6, Bishop E2, Bishop C5. Now, usually you would think that this square, giving the square is not the best, but I assume Nihal has some prep in mind. Bishop E3 now, Bishop B6, H3, preventing Bishop G4. That's very important. Otherwise, that also helps Black to control D4. So, H3 now, castles, Rook E8, Knight A5, and we want the Bishop. Bishop de do bhai. And now, next one. Football score bhi laga do. नहीं भाई. I am supporting भाई either Messi or Ronaldo because chess उन्होंने खेला है इसलिए. Then we have SL with the black pieces. कल याद रखना, कल दोनों विदित और SL black pieces ही जीते थे and अभी दोनों के पास black pieces हैं. हाँ निहाल टाइम से बहुत आगे, हमने देखा पूरा 9 मिनट आगे है. And okay, we have that typical setup white की तरफ से जहाँ पे they give this check and black is usually solid but slightly passive. Okay, E5 played, that's a good break, but knight has to come back. Queen B3, Bishop F5. Now if he takes here, we take. First we play Knight D7, then we take here. He instead took on D6. That was not a good move by Lauren Fresinegi. Now he can take with the pawn, and I think SL is absolutely fine. Knight D7, you can even sack a pawn. Queen B7, there is like Rook A B8, you pick up B2, and it should be good enough for at least equality. Now we go to the game of Sasikaran, who is going to be the critical game. Because board 4 pe India have bleeded points. We have really bleeded points. And all boils down to this board now. I think this board is everything. Let's have a look. C4, E6, Knight C3, D5. We have the Queen's Gambit. A6 setup. यहाँ usually लोग तब खेलते हैं जब उनको they are like कि कुछ हटके खेलना है. They want to avoid the typical exchange line. We anyway play this and now play the bishop to F4, E3, Bishop D6. And Sasikaran transposes by moving the bishop twice, yeah. C6, Bishop D3, Knight D7, Knight E2, castles, Queen C2, H6. And yeah, this is the current position. Very, very similar. Usually the bishop is on E7. Baki pretty much it's same. Now you have to be careful, yeah. Castling ke time pe sometimes these threats are kind of, serious. You have to be very, very careful. pole and then knight g4. So that's why you see Sasikiran very safe and sound plays h3, does not risk anything. And these were the opening moves of the first 4 games. Luckily, we did not miss much. And now we go to the MVL game where Vidit is playing against MVL. फुटबॉल स्कोर नहीं भाई, आज क्रिकेट का इंपॉर्टेंट दिन है, आज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट दिन है भाई. आई कांट टेल यू कि क्रिकेट नहीं, सॉरी, चेस का इंपॉर्टेंट दिन है, चेस का इंपॉर्टेंट दिन है, नॉट क्रिकेट का. अबे यार क्या हो गया मुझे. एनीवेज, हाँ, आज वीडियो का टाइम फॉर स्टार्ट हुआ. क्या वो लेट आया था? हो सकता है भाई, हो सकता है. ही माइट हैव बीन लेट टू द बोर्ड. ये देखो सच्चाई निकल जाती है भाई. जापान 0 जर्मनी 0. नाइस, ऐसी अपडेट देते रहा स्वर्ण भाई. Okay, so VD now calculating. Chat, by the way, very important poll. Yeah, what do you think? Let's start a poll. VD versus MVL. VD wins. MVL loses. नहीं यार, MVL wins. I think we serious poll है भाई, serious poll है भाई. बहुत देश की इज्जत दाव पे भाई. चैट स्ट्रीम लाइक कर देना, भेज तो दिया छोड़ करके. ये क्या है भाई? तो ऐड करने टाइम लगेगा भाई. टिकू भाई मेरे से भी बात करो ना. यो मनिक भाई क्या हाल है, क्या बातें करनी बताओ भाई, क्या चल रही लाइफ? ऑब्वियसली एमवीएल. श्रीजो भाई नहीं यार, देश को सपोर्ट. वीएस विंस कौन है रे? हु इज वीएस? ये वीएस कौन है भाई? और नया बंदा है कोई लगता है. वीएस विंस जो भी है मिस्ट्री आदमी है रे. वीएस विंस. यो विंग्स ऑफ फायर कैसे यार? Vidit sexy probably, yeah. Vidit sexy. I think he's a new guy. So E3 played now, and Black is still thinking. I think we should probably just move the bishop now. I think it's pretty obvious. Castle, I think that's the most obvious setup. Then you slowly put the bishop somewhere as well. Vidit Santosh. Vidit Santosh actually. That makes sense. ये क्या है रे कैच भाई? फुटबॉल का इतना क्रेज क्या भाई? चेस के भाई, तुम जाके जिसको फुटबॉल का स्कोर लगाना है वो पहले फुटबॉल वर्ल्ड कप को जाके बोलो कि वहां जाके चेस का स्कोर लगाए इंडिया का भाई. लगाए जरा, वहां भी तो फ्रांस खेल रही है. लगाए जरा स्कोर भाई चेस का, फ्रांस का भाई 2-2. Your last video awesome. Thanks to Manik bhai. Vidit Sagar Shah. नहीं भाई, I think Vidit Santosh makes sense. Okay, Bishop D6 played also makes a lot of sense. अगर आज सेतु भाई खेल रहे होते तो सोने जा रहा हूं भाई. सेतु नहीं खेल रहा भाई. Sasikiran is playing on board 4. Okay, now I think Setu is not in form in this tournament. He's a very strong player, but not in form. And usually when you're not in form, there's not much you can do, man. Like it's a part and parcel. विराट कोहली भी पूरा 1 साल 1.5-2 साल फॉर्म में नहीं था यार. तो सेतु क्या है? So I think it happens to everybody. And I think this tournament is not Setu's. लगा दो FIFA स्कोर. अरे किसका मैच है? ऐसा इंपॉर्टेंट मैच कौन सा है यार? आज कौन सा इंपॉर्टेंट मैच है? What is India स्कोर भाई? स्कोर अभी स्टार्ट ही हुआ है. ये नॉकआउट है चैट. It is the quarterfinals. If India loses, India is out. And if India wins, India goes to the semi-finals. Nice wings of fire भाई. यो चित्सिमरा भाई कैसे हो? जर्मनी का मैच है, मेरी फेवरेट टीम. रियली? जापान जर्मनी का मैच है क्या? ओके, मैं ना हिंदी बताता हूँ. कल ना मेरा एक जर्मनी के कॉलेज का वो है इंटरव्यू. तो जर्मनी का क्या पता वो स्ट्रीम देख लियो. जर्मनी का स्कोर लगाने से उनको लगा कि जर्मनी की काफी चिंता है. तो क्या स्कोर है भाई बताओ? क्या स्कोर है जर्मनी जापान का भाई? लगा लेते हैं भाई. एक्स्ट्रा ब्राउनी पॉइंट्स फॉर maybe it will be worth it bhai. Maybe it will be worth it. What happens 2-2? If 2-2 we have 2 matches actually. एक मैच नहीं है. It is 2 matches. So 2 मैच पूरे होंगे भाई. 0-0 ठीक है. बढ़िया भाई. I think चेस का स्कोर ज्यादा जल्दी बढ़ता है रे. चेस का स्कोर ज्यादा जल्दी बढ़ता है. I think it's a bit more fun. Football is, I know it's more fun to watch overall, but okay. ये लो भाई, जर्मनी जापान का स्कोर भी लगा लिया भाई. इसको मैं रखता हूं चैट के नीचे भाई. या this is fine. Yes, that makes sense. And that is done. So with this, we are back to chess chat. We are back to chess. And yeah, I think everything looks awesome. Yellow bhai. Yes, 2 matches. Yes, exactly. 2 matches with the same time control. Exactly. जियो सिनेमा खोल के लाइव स्कोर सब कुछ सारे स्पोर्ट्स के लाइव स्कोर लगाई था भाई. क्रिकेट, फुटबॉल, कबड्डी, यू नो. बाय द वे, बिशप डी से d4 प्लेड बाय MVL, एंड दैट मींस कि भाई VD well, he can take, I assume, and that looks very logical as well. Or he can castle, and he can allow white to go d5, and then reroute the knight to e7 and play similar to what he played yesterday. But this will not be the same because bishop is on g2, so yahan attack karna is next to impossible. Of course, guys, bhai. What is meaning of butt head? You will have to Google that one, buddy. आज 2 मैच होंगे. Yes, 2 मैच है भाई, 2 मैच है आज. Let's go. पोल में स्पेलिंग गलत है. आई नो, तभी पोल एंड कर दिया रे. पोल में स्पेलिंग गलत है. आई नो. ओके, एवरीथिंग लुक्स ऑसम. भाई इंस्टा पे फॉलो कर लो यार, सब तो जिससे फॉलो नहीं, 1000 फॉलोअर तो हो जाए. नीतीश ठाकुर से कम फॉलोवर है यार. कम ऑन, रात को नींद नहीं आती मुझे सोच के यार. कम ऑन यार. लेट्स गो. बाय द वे, लेट्स गो. d4 played now and black is still thinking. VD is seriously not sure. VD chess at least end with half football, always 0-0. That is true. Going to Nihal Sareen's game. By the way, what happened here? After the move knight a4, knight d4 was played by black, and now knight takes b6. We get the bishop pair. So white takes the knight and black takes with the pawn. Now this is very obvious that white has the bishop pair, so he should be slightly better, I would say. But this d4 square does give black some counter attack because it's like it's unless we manage to get rid of this pawn, black will obviously have chances. लाइव स्कोर ही लगा डालो ना. अरे नहीं भाई, फुटबॉल में कौन सा 50 गोल होते हैं यार. एक गोल पूरी गेम में होना है. बता देना कब गोल होगा. So by the way, Nihal is 8 minutes ahead on the clock. That is awesome. So that means Nihal, even though position में slightly better ही है, but time पे काफी आगे है. And now we go to the game of Laurent Fessine. And yeah, we have this position, and we discussed, knight d7 was possible, but he played the move a5, which is a bit risky because you give up the light squares. But I think उनकी strategy ये कि मुझे पूरा का पूरा dark squares पे खेलना है. This knight can now come to c7, c5, and you can attack the queen. And even though you give the light squares, you basically try to play on the dark squares. I think that's the strategy here. This knight is going to c5, and you can possibly get to d3 and e4 and utilize it well. And going to Sasi's game, after s3, knight f8 was played. This knight cannot come to g6 yet, so I assume just bishop e6, rook c8, normal moves for now. And you want to prepare knight e4, of course. Yeah, Sasi castles as usual, and now knight e6 also a possibility. This knight can later go to g5 and then e4. That's the ultimate goal. That would be awesome for black. So Sasi has to be prepared for this. Iran, England rank 6-2, France 4-1. Nice. जर्मनी से जापान इस फ्रेंडली मैच है क्या? फ्रेंडली मैच का स्कोर लगवा रहे हो यार, बताओ यार, ये क्या हो गया भाई? मंगेश है क्या टर्नी में? मंगेश ही नहीं है भाई, मंगेश जी नहीं है. मंगेश जी बहुत टूर्नामेंट खेल रहे हैं. सो चैट यहां पे देखो, बोर्ड 4 पे इंडिया 6 मिनट्स अहेड, बोर्ड 3 पे इंडिया इज 4 मिनट्स बिहाइंड, बोर्ड 2 पे इंडिया इज 7 मिनट्स अहेड, एंड बोर्ड 1 पे इंडिया इज half a minute ahead. So time-wise situation looks pretty good for Team India. He took on d4. That also makes sense. I think d5 थोड़ा डर लग रहा था हमको, and he took on d5. फ्रेंडली नहीं है. ओके, यो तन्ने कैसे हो यार? If you have two options, Sagar Bhai commentary or Vishis's commentary, who will you watch? That's a question which I never have to answer in my life, because whenever these two are streaming, I am streaming. So that's one question which I never have to think about, luckily enough. Who wins Arjun versus Karuna today? अरे वो भी क्रेजी मैच है भाई. अर्जुन करुणा का ऐसे स्टार्ट होना आज. Joined, happy to see Sasikiran on both Ford and Nihal having an edge. That's true, man. Really happy to see Sasikiran there. I think he's the solid foundation we need on board 4 for now. And because I think Sethu was not in form, and Abhijit Bhai also had, I think, a couple of risky games. I think Sasi being there is the best team we can have right now, considering all the form we have. Tanmay Bhatt in chat. Tanmay Bhatt कहाँ से आ गए भाई? Really? I don't think so. होंगे तो बढ़िया यार. I saw one of his videos abhi recently. Summary of all matches. For so far, India is doing fine in all 4 games. Time से 3 game में हम आगे हैं, 1 game में पीछे हैं. Position wise, it looks pretty normal. And I think यहाँ white will take with the knight. Of course, you want to open up the bishop. That is the plan. Will you stream Arjun versus Fabi today? Now, the second match of this tournament will happen at the same time. So वो clash होगा तो दोनों करेंगे. मैंने बना दिए सारे पोल. कौन से पोल भाई? कौन से पोल? किसके पोल? Oh, by the way, look what happened. ED4, knight d4, knight d4, queen d4. So this position is very symmetrical now. The only advantage white has is that he has the king side majority, and if he's allowed to push these pawns all the way, I think he'll have a great position with this strong bishop. So VD has to be really careful here. I think the best plan would be to trade queens if possible. Bishop e7 comes to mind, trying to trade queens. and then castle quickly and then get this bishop developed as quickly as possible. If he can do that, I think he will be fine. But long term, I think white can have some chances here because of these pawns. So you have to be careful. But in the end game, you never know. With the queen side majority, black can also be better, yeah. यो तो भाई फर्स्ट मैच चल रहा है यार, फर्स्ट मैच चल रहा है अभी. फ्रांस की रेटिंग ज्यादा है पर एमवीएल के अलावा सब अच्छा नहीं है. नहीं यार, फ्रेसिने के 4 में से 3.5 पॉइंट है भाई. एंड यू नो जूसार्ड मूल से तो मैं खुद हारा हुआ हूँ. खतरनाक खिलाड़ी है भाई, कभी हार नहीं मानता वो. लाइक डेड ड्रॉन पोजीशन में कैसे उसने मेरे से जीता था, आई स्टिल रिमेंबर, आई विल नेवर फॉरगेट दैट. लाइक इतनी इक्वल पोजीशन जीत गया था मुझसे कि आई क्राइड फॉर 2 days. 3 को स्टार्ट होने वाला था ना, नहीं 3 PM नहीं है, आई थिंक इट्स एट 9:30 PM टुडे. आप तो है ना, बट स्टिल मैन, लाइक सम पीपल मेक एन इंप्रेशन ऑन यू सिंस यू नेवर कवर वुमेन चेस टूर्नामेंट्स. आर यू से अरे यार, इफ आई वुमेन टूर्नामेंट कौन सा हो रहा है रे अभी? तड़ा से वुमेन होगा तो कवर करेंगे ना. वो तो आप नूब हो इसलिए ये क्या है. एनीवेज, गोइंग टू द गेम ऑफ निहाल सरीन नाउ. Nihal is still thinking. He's taking his extra time, but I would also think having the extra time is very important. I've been here for chat now. How old do you think I am? I would say you're roughly 19. Let me know if that's correct. You're Tom Pinto भाई, क्या हाल है? Women World Championship है next, but India कोई खेल रहा है क्या उसमें? India खेलना चाहिए ना, तभी पॉइंट है ना. मैं कौन सा? If Indians are not playing, then what's the point of streaming? Like I think that's pretty self-evident, yeah. Way off, भाई साहब, ऊपर या नीचे? That's a question which she should have asked, not I. Why is Naka and Vidi not in Tata Steel? I think because they've gone for youngsters this time. The entire field is youngsters. बिल्कुल top के world के top 5 players and then youngsters. I would say 19 के बदले तो probably then 15. क्या haircut है भाई, अब मैं क्या बोलूं भाई? ठीक है कि बुरा है भाई, ये बताओ. ओके, एनीवेज, आप बस इसका स्ट्रीम करते हो, इंडिया का हो ना हो. क्यों भाई, टाटा स्टील करेंगे, वहां वीडी नहीं खेल रहा है, बिल्कुल स्ट्रीम करेंगे भाई. दे हैव गॉन फॉर व्यूअरशिप, ये क्या है भाई? एनीवेज, निहाल इज स्टिल थिंकिंग, टेकिंग अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम. साहिल, वीडी भी तो हारा तो क्वीन ड्रॉन एंड गेम में परसों. हाँ, वो भी हारा था भाई, वो भी बहुत घटिया लॉस थी यार. ही शुड नॉट हैव लॉस्ट दैट गेम. That's why I said SL is the man of the tournament so far for India, because VD lost that game. Otherwise, VD has defeated Mamidorov and Hans Niemann, so he's played really well. But SL is the standout player for India so far. 26, कोई बात नहीं यार. Chess players usually लगते 26 है, mentally at 16 के होते हैं. मेरा भी same है. Don't worry. I look 40. I am 30, but I mentally feel like 25, so it's fine. By the way, okay, it all looks chill here. Going to Nihal, all looks chill. VD's game. Oh, VD played Queen to E7. So he basically did not want to trade queens, but maybe he wants to trade in a different way. Kal ko Queen E5 and so on. And now he basically gets rid of any Rook D1 ideas. And now he will castle, maybe Rook D8 and try to threaten some discover attack someday. And yeah, the question is, when can white go E4, F4? I think that is an important question to answer. Thank you, Dol bhai. पहले मेरा वाइफ के साथ आपकी स्ट्रीम देखते थे, आपके हेयरकट देख के उसको मना कर इनसिक्योरिटी से. ये कह रहे आज निहाल को कुछ करना पड़ेगा. हाँ भाई, निहाल हैज नॉट हैड द बेस्ट ऑफ टूर्नामेंट्स एंड जस्ट लाइक माय फोन बैटरी, हिज टाइम इज रनिंग आउट. ही हैज टू प्ले सम गुड चेस नाउ, बिकॉज अगर आज अच्छा नहीं खेला तो इंडिया बाहर हो जाएगी. आई एम 72-14 थिंक्स नथिंग. रैंडम क्वेश्चन, हु इज स्ट्रॉन्गर, फैबी ऑफ सेंट लुइस 14 वर्सेस मैग्नस? आई थिंक उस टूर्नामेंट में तो अलग ही था रे वो फैबी. उस टूर्नामेंट में तो क्या लॉजिक है भाई, लॉजिक ऐसी होता है यार. ये जमी जापान क्यों लिखा है नीचे भाई? पूछो भाई, 21 भाई से पूछो. चैट, शुड वी कीप द स्कोर देयर और नॉट? बताना भाई. Has she signed from chess tournaments? I haven't seen this game for a long time. I think tournaments are rare nowadays and she's focused more on FIDE and so on. So, oh, B3 played by MVL. So I think he wants to put the bishop on D2. But what happens on bishop E5 now? The queen will have to go to an awkward square like D3, where it can be again attacked with rook D8 later on. So I think it's like फिलिपा देख रहे हैं क्या? फिलिपा क्या है भाई? ठीक है, रहने दो, छोटा सा साइड में पड़ा है फुटबॉल स्कोर. फाइनल्स कितने देश का है भाई? हर दिन एक दो टीमें बाहर होती रहेंगी. आज है भाई क्वार्टर फाइनल्स, टुमारो इट्स द सेमीफाइनल्स, डे आफ्टर वी हैव द फाइनल्स. And I think at the end what matters is, can India win? I think that's it. बाकी टीम से we don't give a shit. अच्छा, फीफा, ओके फीफा ने फिलिपा सोचा यार. VD face Catalan looks like, yeah, I'm not Catalan exactly. I mean, it was the English opening. But yeah, the bishop is on g2 and a very strong bishop, I must add. But I think at some point we'll go c6. I think that's not far away. It will also dominate the knight, also close the c file, and also block the bishop. You can't have like such a multitasking move like usually. विनेश भाई शो आप कितनी रेटिंग है यार? निकाल दो, ठीक है, निकाल देंगे भाई. That's what she said. Anyways, it's off. अरे ऐसा कुछ नहीं है भाई, रुको रुको. बढ़िया. And VD plays the best move yet again. VD बिल्कुल मजाक के मूड में नहीं है भाई. He played the best move, bishop e5, and I think now he can either castle, prepare rook to d. Oh wow, he's playing all the best moves. I think Vidit has been in immaculate form in this entire tournament. The perspicacity of his something जो टेट का dialogue था भाई, something like that. And I think he's playing some amazing chess. और फेयर फॉर द वॉच सारे विंडो ओपन जाएंगे. नहीं भाई, आज के टाइम में लाइव स्ट्रीम दिख रही है. हाँ, हमने यूट्यूब को कॉन्टैक्ट, आई कॉन्टैक्टेड यूट्यूब एक्चुअली एंड दे रिप्लाइड बैक. उन्होंने फिक्स कर दिया. देखा भाई, पहुंच देखी हमारी. यूट्यूब बहुत सुनता है हमारी, अपार्ट फ्रॉम मनी मैटर्स, वो खाता है. Rook d8, exactly, gaining a tempo. The queen will have to go passive now. And chat, I think VD has equalized. And because his bishops are active, the queen has to go passive now. And I don't think there is any problem at all in his position. Next, he will go c6. And now he'll get the bishop. Of course, you have to be careful about this. But at the end, black should be fine. Immaculate Korsna se tuition le raha hai? Nahi bhai. Every shot I see of Tate, see longs then. Going to Nihal Sareen. Oh, he played the move a4. So idea is probably to just prevent b5, I assume. Kind of makes sense. I think black wants to play b5 and c6. I think something like this to have more space on the queen side. But a4 kind of makes sense. But also, like, what next? I think that's an important question. Do you play queen d2, rook d1 and d4 long term? Or do you just try to play b4 maybe and gain space on the queen side? I think Nihal has a very important decision to make. Like, what's his plan? That's very important. Going to the SL's game now. Some moves have happened. After bishop b5, knight a6. So this bishop b5 move is interesting because, yeah, you anyway kind of move the bishop twice. So that kind of works well for black. And this is the current position. And I would say white is tiny bit better because his bishop is, yeah, it's not doing much right now. So slightly better for white, but not a big deal. Going to Sasikiran's game, bishop d7 played, rook d1, b5. I would say white is slightly better, mostly in these structures, especially when the bishop on d7 is so bad, has no decent square to go to, and I think white should be slightly better. And the bishop is also kind of misplaced. It should be on e7, taki on knight e4 khel paye. So going to the game of VD again, we have queen c2 played by, white. VD plays c6, makes most sense, dominating the knight, the c file, and the bishop. And now h3 played by white. Update score, Germany 1 हो गया. क्या बात कर रहे हो भाई? इतनी जल्दी स्कोर भी कर दिया जर्मनी ने? Really? Wow. जर्मनी तो यार क्रेजी टीम है फिर. Really? Did they score a goal? भाई साहब. And that's crazy. गंदा फाउल किया. Okay. Just like YouTube is a nightmare. I was surprised to see YouTube uploading videos or owning videos on YouTube monetize thing. Interesting. हनीमून पे गए जर्मनी हमारे सजना को. क्या है भाई? छी. Ultimate छी भाई. I voted for Germany on Swiggy. Nice. Chat stream like कर दो भाई. Let's go. Let's get 2 more likes. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Let's go. Come on. h3 played. Now let's just go. I mean, bishop e6 is the most logical move. Makes a lot of sense. Develop the bishop to e6 ताकि we have everything developed. That's very important. मुझे क्यों ignore करते हो, किसी को ignore नहीं करते भाई. And we have Nihal Sareen. By the way, after a4 queen d6, queen c2 played by Nihal, which is very logical. You first of all put pressure on c file, and then you connect your rooks, and the rook is probably coming to c1 next. This rook. But again, what do you do about this pawn? That's what I'm worried about a little bit. And unluckily for black can't play c6 because b6 is hanging. So defending this pawn is a pain. It's a pain for black, and he will have to find some other clever way. Probably c5 is possible at some point, but yeah, that weakens some other squares. I can reroute this bishop via to b3 maybe, and so on, and we'll see. And maybe white can also play b4 beforehand. ध्रुव राठी सेलिब्रेटिंग रियली? अच्छा हाँ, दैट्स ट्रू, दैट्स ट्रू. अरे भाई ये क्या हो गया? एयरफोन ही अटक गया यार. ओके, सो एवरीथिंग लुक्स चिल. सब बढ़िया चल रहा है. वीडी गेम में चलते हैं. लेट्स सी क्या कर रहा है अपना लौंडा वीडी. विल ही विन दिस गेम अगेंस्ट एमवीएल, द लौंडा एमवीएल? आपका वेट कितना है? मेरा वेट से क्या लिंक भाई? या बी फॉर वीडी इज डेफिनेटली अ पॉसिबिलिटी आई थिंक. नॉट फॉर वीडी, आई थिंक यू मीन फॉर निहाल, या? And now I think bishop e6, and then you can also play moves like a5, by the way, gaining some space. I think that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, and I think white को decide करना है. Does he go for some sort of like pawn? He goes bishop e6, but ये गेम जीतना इतना आसान नहीं है black के लिए यार. That's one problem. अगर वीडी ने एमविल को पेल दिया तो मैं पूरी सर्दी ठंडे पानी से नहा. That's an incredible sacrifice, Divyanshu bhai. But unfortunately, we can't check that. We can't verify that. So I don't know if it's a sacrifice at all. Weight lose कर रहे थे, हुआ नहीं यार. कोशिश कर रहे हैं. 30 मिनट है एमवीएल के पास. He's 2 minutes on the clock. आज गेम्स काफी people know. चैट अब तक क्या था? अब तक सारे के सारे राउंड्स में people knew कि इसके बाद एक और गेम है, एक और मौका मिलेगा, एक और मौका मिलेगा. अब लोगों को पता है दिस इज नॉकआउट. दिस इज लिटरली नॉकआउट. एंड इसका मतलब है कि एक मिस्टेक कुड कॉस्ट, बेसिकली टीम को घर आना पड़ेगा आपकी एक मिस्टेक से. सो नो बडी इज रेडी टू मेक दैट मिस्टेक. भाई हमेशा नहीं मिली, अभी टाइम लगेगा यार. आई थिंक 2-3 दिन लगते हैं. मैंने अभी अप्लाई नहीं किया उसके लिए. आई विल पुट इट टुमारो एंड देन वो उसके एक दिन बाद आ जाएगी. कुछ टाइम लगेगा उसमें. दिवांशु भाई बात ही नहीं लेंगे. ऐसा मत करो यार. Come on, MVL और सोचो भाई, जितना सोच सकते हो उतना सोचो. Looking dapper, thank you भाई. Yeah, so F4 is something you want to consider, of course. That makes sense. And if you have to come back, then white can go king h2, and then slowly the plan is e4, e5. This is the white's plan, 100%. But in this particular occasion, यहाँ पे black के पास एक move है. Which is rather crazy, I have to admit. That is the move bishop to f5. And if you take on f5, now comes bishop c3. You take back, and now queen takes e3, and I win the bishop. And I basically won the e3 pawn for free, and you lost your important pawn. So I don't even know if VD will find bishop f5. But if MVL blunders f4, and if VD finds bishop f5, that would be insane. That would be insane. So let's see क्या होता है. योदान भाई, मिस्टेक के बाद डॉक्टर के पास जाते घर नहीं भाई. ये क्या है भाई? I dance a lot in Goa. It might help me lose weight. Nice one. गोवा में वेट लूज करने के बहुत तरीके हैं भाई. I have to admit. It is yeah, you can find the move, but the issue is you have to realize there is some answer, which is not easy at all. Bishop is such a ridiculous move, right? तुम उसके सामने रख रहे हो, उनके सामने यार. Not easy. आज अर्जुन करुणा का मैच भी है भाई. आज रात को 9:30 बजे है. इट विल क्लैश विद राउंड 2, लाइक सेकंड पार्ट ऑफ दिस मैच. दोनों देखेंगे. चैट आज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है यार. इंडिया टीम बाहर नहीं होनी चाहिए यार. इंडियन क्रिकेट टीम चैट कहां कौन से राउंड तक गई थी यार? आज हो ही जाए क्रिकेट वर्सेस चेस. क्रिकेट टीम कौन से राउंड तक गई? ही ब्लंडर्ड. ओह माय गॉड, आई एम अ फॉर्च्यून टेलर. ही ब्लंडर्ड. I am a fortune teller. I am a fortune teller. My new career is a fortune teller. Oh my god. If VD finds bishop f5, dude, I think VD की फोटो लगानी पड़ेगी पीछे. If he finds bishop f5, that would be crazy. That will be. भाई साहब वीडी की फोटो इनकमिंग. भाई कैसे खेल दिया 1 सेकंड में बंदे ने. भाई 1 सेकंड में खेल दिया वीडी ने यार. हाउ डिड ही प्ले सो फास्ट? खेला है उसने. हाँ खेला है भाई. इंस्टेंटली भाई, इंस्टेंटली. एमवीएल के भाई एमवीएल के तो भाई पूरे, भाई एमवीएल की तो वाटी लग गई, एंड दैट मींस वीडी प्रीएम्प्टेड दिस, ही सॉ इट बिफोरहैंड, and that means chat, MVL is worse. MVL is worse. Let's have a look at how it is worse. First of all, if you take the bishop, I take the queen. That's a simple answer. Next, if you take the bishop, as mentioned, we take on c3. You have to take back, and now queen takes e3, and I pick up the bishop, and this is a winning endgame for black. Next, if for example he plays e4, that seems to be a very important move. We just take, and you take back. So for example, if you take with the knight first, then we, first bishop pehle important, and once you take back, I pick up the knight, I again win a pawn. And if for example you take with the bishop now, it doesn't change much, I still take. Now it's important, white has to probably take with this one, I think, and then you pick up the bishop, and I pick up the knight. Very complicated. And if you take with the queen, is it bishop d4? Bishop d4, right? Yeah, bishop d4 check wins, I think. No, you don't. No, wait. Yeah, bishop d4, exactly. Bishop d4. King h2, queen takes, knight takes, and bishop takes. Exactly. So, what a move by Vidit. By MVL ko jo shock laga. If knight f6 intermediate, then bishop takes f6 by bishop that captures back. What a move. That is insane. And VD knew it beforehand. I know, SC bhai. So VD is better against MVL. That was an insane move. Let's check out the other games. Nihal Sareen also slightly better. He seems to have more space. He has managed to play b4. That means there is no c5 incoming from black. That is awesome. Next, SL against Fressine. SL seems to be fine. I see, yeah, he's slightly worse maybe, but still close to equality than better for white. And next, Sasikiran also slightly better. King h1 played and rook to a7. I think now a3 and slowly preparing e4, I think should be the plan. And we are doing pretty well so far, chat. It seems to be going pretty cool for India. भाई move of the year part 2 बनाना पड़ेगा. मुझे लग रहा है we'll need a new video for move of the year. I think that is coming. What a move, man. Like VD, and he played it so quickly. Like it was like he knew it beforehand. He had seen it. So wonderful. Yeah, MVL completely missed it clearly because he's calculating now. अगर हम 3-1 जीते और 2.5 जीते तो आर्मेगडन होगा. वो देखना पड़ेगा यार. I think we'll have to see that one. I'm not exactly sure. Let me check. Maybe somebody can confirm this. Format 2 मैच है यार. Basically एक मैच होगा and second मैच होगा. And I think if it's a tie then आर्मेगडन होगा. 3+1. मतलब blitz होगा basically. हाँ होगा ना, वही मुझे भी लग रहा है, वही बात है. But anyways, हमें जाना ही नहीं टाई ब्रेक में. हम दोनों जीतेंगे भाई. अगर ऐसे ही खेलते रहे इंडिया तो दोनों जीतेंगे भाई, मुझे लग रहा है. सो लेट्स गो वीडी मैन, जस्ट कंटिन्यू लाइक दिस. भाई क्या मूव थी यार, क्या मूव थी. अरे यार माय थैंक्स फॉर द काइंड वर्ड्स. बिशप e4 वुड नॉट हेल्प भाई. आई वुडंट रिकमेंड दिस. इसमें पॉन नहीं, पूरा पीस जाएगा. बिकॉज बिशप e4 नाउ, अगर क्वीन से मारोगे तो आई विल टेक दिस, एंड नाइट से मारोगे तो आई विल टेक दिस एनीवेज. नाइट टेक्स, बिशप टेक्स, queen takes, and queen takes. पूरा पीस जाएगा. By the way, MVL realized his mistake and he pushed the queen back to c1. But now, I think simple plan तो एक है कि भाई बिशप को वापस डालो and इस रुक को d3 पे लाओ, बिशप को b6 पे लाओ. So फिलहाल के लिए टेम्पोरेरीली उसने पॉन बचा लिया. बट इसमें तो पूरा का पूरा किंग जा सकता है भाई, because bishop c7, the bishop is coming to b6. The rook is coming to d3. The second rook is coming to d8, and this looks really bad for white. Really, really bad. Well, objectively, white is probably still holding, but yeah, optically it looks really bad. Yeah, this pawn. I told you, right? This is why it's risky. If you push f4, you have better push e4 and e5. Otherwise, it's gone. एंड इंडियन क्रिकेट टीम सही फाइनल तक गई थी, तो इंडिया को फाइनल तक तो जाना ही है अगर जीतना ही है वैसे तो यार. लेट्स गो टीम इंडिया, लेट्स गो. कम ऑन. यस. ये जर्मनी जापान क्या है, फीफा वर्ल्ड कप. यस, बीडी ने हैंड्स की बीट्स चुरा लिया है तुमने जो बीट्स को. विषय 5 जरूर खेलना सनम. भाई तो प्रॉपर गाना बन गया रे. जेन्युइन गाना बन गया. Let's go, VD now. I think bishop c7 feels logical. Let's go, VD. Yeah, he can take a couple of minutes now because clearly white is on the back foot. I think यहाँ पे when your opponent is back foot, don't hurry. Take a couple of minutes and try to figure it out. Goal हो गया क्या? Yeah, VD has enough time. That's very important here. By the way, also another strategy is to just take on c3. That is also possible. And then queen d3 के बाद you will have rook d3 ideas, and you can see how this is also very logical. But यहाँ पे I think white's pieces kind of are still active. So if you really want to like crush white, then I think bishop c7 is the move. I think that should be the best move or something like this. This is the current position, chat. भाऊ क्या होता है यार? नहीं SL is worse. क्या बात कर रहे हो? It's not too much, Chad. It's not too much. I think he played queen b6 after queen takes, rook takes. Yeah, he's slightly worse, but not much. I think the endgame looks solid for him. And there's pressure on b2. The a-pawn controls prevents like b4 and so on. So I think he's okay. He's okay. He's not a big deal. बढ़िया आज भाई कैसे चैट स्ट्रीम लाइक कर दो भाई जल्दी से लाइक कर दो एंड इफ यू हियर फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम सब्सक्राइब लेट्स गो भाई वीडी ने क्या एनीबॉडी जॉइनिंग इन भाई वीडी ने खतरनाक मूव निकाली भाई इस पोजीशन में वी वर डिस्कसिंग लिटरली कि मे बी एमवीएल ब्लंडर्स विद f4 एंड ही डिड एंड वीडी फाउंड द इनसेन मूव इन seconds bishop f5 the queen had to move and now yeah VD just dominating yeah and now he just bishop c7 bishop b6 rook d3 and VD is crushing निहाल ब्लंडर क्या बोल रहे हो अबे चल है कुछ भी निहाल उस पोजीशन ब्लंडर करना इज नेक्स्ट टू इम्पॉसिबल इतनी सिंपल पोजीशन है यार फील्स नॉर्मल मैन इट्स नॉर्मल ठीक है टाइटल फीफा वर्ल्ड वॉच अलोंग कर क्लिकबेट करके फुटबॉल फैन को चेस में कन्वर्ट करो टिक्कू नहीं भाई ऐसे नहीं करना यार ऐसे काम करोगे तो भाई कभी काम नहीं करेंगे ये काम सिर्फ नीतीश ठाकुर करता है बेस्ट मूव ऑफ इंजन क्या है best move is bishop c7 actually that's the best move but it doesn't require a genius to figure it out because I think ye marna also looks logical and try to take this pawn but I would rather put pressure on e3 and capture here with the rook or the bishop. That's what I basically want, to capture on e3 either with the rook and the bishop and then double up rooks quickly and then basically not allow white to stabilize and get my rook to d2 and attack the king. He takes the knight. That's a more practical approach, also works. I think उनको प्यादा दिख रहा है, प्यादा ले रहे हैं वो. And now that he has played this, I think after queen c3, he will probably not play rook d3. He'll probably play bishop to e4. He will not allow white to get the bishop pair. I think that is very important. Otherwise, white might again fight back. And yeah, he does play bishop e4. Makes a lot of sense now. Knight against bishop is fine. That is absolutely fine. Sasikiran lost full piece. क्या बात कर रहे हो? अबे यार तुम्हें डराओ मत भाई. एक नन्ना सा दिल है मेरा भाई. बहुत बंदियां ऑडी तोड़ चुकी है, अब तुम मत तोड़ो यार. इंडिया को जीतना जरूरी है भाई. रैपोर्ट ने भी किया था. हाँ, बड़ा सरप्राइज. चंपू टिक्कू भैया. अरे चंपू क्या है भाई, बाल सूख है बाल ऐसे तो, और सूखेंगे तो और बढ़िया लगेंगे भाई. इंतजार करो भाई, इंतजार. छोटे कर दिए ना, बाल काट लिया यार मैंने. काटने के बाद चीजें छोटी लगती हैं यूजुअली, एज फार एज आई नो. पोलैंड लॉस्ट, ये कह रहे. Need to be careful. Queen g7 mate. Yeah, you can't take with chat. Question for you. Queen से मारे कि knight से? Come on. The smarties in the chat. Let's filter out the people who have an IQ of less than 20. Similar to Karyakin. Griezmann खेल रहा है apparently. Yes, you take with the queen because अगर knight से मारोगे तो queen g7 is mate. So that is very important. And you take with the queen and you maintain this. You don't allow white to. Okay, he played rook a d1. Okay, and chat now apparently bishop takes g2, king takes g2, queen e4 check. It's pretty much transposing. King h2, rook takes d1, rook takes d1, and now queen to f3 is very, very strong for Vidit. That's an interesting choice of moves. Is there something else that we can play? Okay, let's try this check. King h2, queen g6. Can we play queen g6? Or can we play queen f5? All these moves are so tempting. इतने सारे holes है, कौन से occupy करें समझ नहीं आ रहा है. Going to the move. Oh, by the way, he played it. Bhai, what is wrong with VD? He is playing so fast. What is wrong with VD? Like, रट के आया क्या? Is VD the Chatur Raman Lingam or is he like Ranchors or Chachat? Because I don't know. He is playing so quickly. रुक के d1 का seconds में he took on g2, king takes, played queen e4 check. भाई साहब क्या आदमी है. बीट्स चुरा ली एग्जैक्टली मुझे भी लग रहा है भाई. Read his homework, man. Exactly. By the way, insane game by Vidit. Jokes apart, he's playing some amazing chess, man. Amazing chess. Let's do an update on the other games. Nihal still seems to be slightly better. I think he has control over the queen side with the two bishops. This bishop being the star piece so far. SL, by the way, queen b6 happened on the board. Rook b6, knight c4 and rook a6. He still seems to be slightly worse, but nothing that he cannot control. So I think this should be still holdable for SL. He's been in immaculate form in this tournament. And now we come to the Sasikiran game. Sasikiran also slightly better. So I don't see any reason why Sasi should lose this game. I can't see any reason so far. And that means India is slightly better on board 4. Slightly worse on board 3. So it cancels out. Board 2 pe India is definitely better and board 1 pe it is much better. So India so far is on route for a 3-1 victory. They are doing really well. Even 2.5 would do. So India are doing really well in the first round. I think Chad, we can agree to one thing. VD as well as VK, Virat Kohli, both come in form together. I think that is pretty obvious now, I think. Sergey is higher IQ than me. I really doubt it, bhai. He has higher chess skills but not IQ. Nothing of VD, he is the best. Exactly. King h2 played now. And now the question is, will he try to just play knight d5 or so? Okay, he can't play knight d5, that's mate. Like something normal like a5, a6, h5, or will he try to go for something concrete like rook takes d1 and queen f3? Will he give up the d file to basically get his... Dude, how is VD doing this? Rook takes d1, best move again. Again. भाई क्या कर रहा है यार VD? कैसे कर रहा है यार? How is he doing this? I don't know how he chat. He is just playing some amazing chess. It's insane chess by VD, bhai. Insane chess. And he plays... Whosoever is VD's coach has been the coach for the past few months. I think kudos to him. I think this is insane. How is he finding, like, this is not an easy decision, at least for me, matlab, to kind of give the d file, especially when white has this, because even rook d7 is technically a move. You can't take it because of queen g7. Dude, this is crazy. This is crazy. I think he has to probably play rook e8 now and forget the d file and just focus on the e pawn. That is the plan. And also knight can later on come to e4. And also this is the plan, keep in mind. But still, this is insane. VD and VK perform when it matters the most. Exactly. VD open the chat banta hai. Regardless of the result, what amazing chess he's been playing, man. A big fan of his play in this tournament. Really, I think he lost that one game jahan pe I think the entire team struggled. But he has been playing some amazing chess. Just... I mean, it's inspiring chess. That really like helps you. Yeah? When you see inspiring chess, it really like motivates you to play good chess yourself. I think that's the kind of chess we all want to see. I think we're secretly watching your stream. I don't think so. Thanda pani incoming, exactly. Amazing VD. Let's go. Keep going. Update on other games. Nihal. By the way, Nihal played queen c3, opponent played c5, he somehow got in c5, but still, this pawn is weak, these are double pawns, I think Nihal is still better. Going to SL's game, bishop g6 played, best move by SL again. He is not somebody to joke around, he plays the best moves all the time. Sasikiran, by the way, again, still slightly better, knight d2, he's probably heading to c5, or e5 for that matter, one of these squares. And yeah, he seems to be slightly better as well. So yeah, looks pretty awesome. Queen e1. Chat, another mistake by MVL. And now, because there is no mate, there is only one move that gives VD a winning advantage. And that is knight to e4. He can also play knight d5, that also gives him a clear edge. But nothing else gives him a clear winning edge apart from knight e4. Now, let's say you play a move like a6. Sometimes to understand the idea, you basically have to give a passing move. Let's say black plays a6. What will white do? White will take this knight. And that's why it's not only about the king weakness. also that you basically lose this activity, and now e4 is not controlled, and white can later on just play e4 and he's fine. There's no control of e4 and the king is also weak. So you have to move this knight now, and that's why knight e4 basically controlling g3 and paralyzing the white queen. The queen cannot move now. How Vidit is playing some suffocating chess, no? Like मतलब कल भी उसने कैसे हैंस की पीस को फर्स्ट रैंक पे पकड़ के रख लिया था यार. And today he's probably might suffocate the white queen. Come on, chat, what do you think? Will he find knight e4? That's the only. Knight d5 also good, but knight e4 is crushing. Will he find it, chat? Yes or no? What do you think? What do you think, chat? What do you think? Vidit's coach Maxime Lugi must be really doing a great job. भाई साहब, भाई इतना शोर क्यों आ रहा है? I don't know. Yes. I think he'll play knight d5. Yes, let's see. He should. He finds it. He finds knight e4. So Vidit is dominating the board now. The white queen is paralyzed. You can never trade it off. There is no way to trade it off. I think queen g1, queen g2 maybe. But okay, I mean, then I will take e3 if you come here. So this is done. World War 2 का स्कोर नहीं है, फुटबॉल का स्कोर है. Some people wanted to score live, so I am kept keeping it there. Dude, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. And Vidit is going to be the hero maybe again. I think Michael Jackson को दूर रखना चाहिए Vidit से. Vidit really does well then. Queen d1, if queen moves to g2. Yeah, but the thing is, if you go to d1, g1, like g2, whatever, I will pick up e3 then. And by the way, it's not over. The rook is coming to e8. We only playing with 2 pieces now. तीसरा भी आ रहा है. The third is incoming. And also I can push the h pawn as the 4th attacking piece at some point. So I think, and we also have the queenside majority. Oh my god. The only thing white has going for him is the active bishop and the active rook. बाकी सब कुछ बेकार है. कल करवाए लक्ष्य भाई. हाँ, कैसे लग रहे भाई? Is it better or worse? I don't even know. I think because मैंने बाल काफी काट दिए तो बहुत छोटे लग रहे हैं. अरे बट काले लग रहे हैं, तो वो बात तो है. एच पॉन चल, बिल्कुल एच पॉन चलता है. एंड ओपन का टाइम देखो. एमवीएल को पेल दिया तो मजा आ जाएगा यार. इमेजिन एमवीएल डिफीटिंग लाइक Vidit डिफीटिंग लाइक ममिद्यारोव, हैंस नीमन, एंड देन एमवीएल इन द सेम टूर्नामेंट. कहाँ गए वो पिकाचू? वो पिकाचू रे अपना भी. Wildly wanted a VD compilation video. True. How much you paid for a haircut? I don't know, man. Like 200 rupees. Surakshit kaale mere baal. Pika. With black pieces too. Yeah, well said. बस आप मुंबई आ रहे हो. ठीक है भाई. भाई हैंस को कहाँ कंपेयर कर रहे हो उस लीग में? भाई हैंस इज स्ट्रॉन्ग. He defeated Carlsen, buddy. He's the most famous wrestler in the world. क्या बात कर? 2700 है वो. टी शर्ट कहां से लिया भाई? टी शर्ट नहीं है, स्वेटशर्ट है यार. हेयर ट्रांसफर नहीं है यार. इतने पैसे भी नहीं है और इतनी हिम्मत भी नहीं है मेरे अंदर. तेनू काला चश्मा, वाह. बाय द वे, ओपनर का टाइम खत्म होता हुआ भाई कुछ समझ ही नहीं आ रहा है एमवीएल को. टू बी ऑनेस्ट चैट, आई डोंट नो व्हाट ही वुड प्ले. आई थिंक yeah, this is a nothing move. I mean, it does nothing in the position. बाहर देखो कितना कूद गया. देखो बाहर को, देखो कूदते हुए देखो. क्या I think it's looking really bad now, chat. It's looking really bad. बस एक open file चाहिए. Now you can even play rook c8 and c5. And if you play b5, then I have a pass pawn. And if you take, then my rook comes to c5 and c2, and then you resign. So I think knight g3 नहीं भाई, queen g3 आ जाएगा यार. ओ रुको, हाँ रुको नहीं, हाँ, it's not possible, chat. By the way, chat, is knight g3 possible? Because queen g3, queen d1, right? Can I just play knight g3 or not? Come on, chat. Rook e8 ये भी possible है, yes, but I think rook c8 is a bit more logical because यहाँ पे he can prevent it with g4. c5 के बाद क्या है? He has no choice. If he plays b5, then we have a pass pawn. Yes, queen g7 is mate. If knight g3, queen g3, you might take the rook, but you will lose the king. So that doesn't work. So otherwise, good tactic spotted, yeah. Chat stream like कर दो. Let's get to 300 likes. And भाई मैंने Instagram का link pin करा है भाई, follow कर लो भाई. Come on यार. नीतीश I realized today मेरे नीतीश ठाकुर से कम followers है भाई. You know what? I was sitting on this bed for 2 hours. I could not believe it भाई. Please follow भाई. Please, please. Thanks a lot. Nihal is winning, really? What's the position? We saw it at queen c5, bc5 played, bc5, and now a5. I don't think he's winning. I think it's slightly better still, I would say. Slightly, because b6 is not possible, but still kind of equal. So let's have a look at the other boards. By the way, Nihal is slightly better. Okay, rook c1 played in the Sasikiran game. f5 by Sasikiran. And now knight to d2. Sasikiran also kind of equalizing quite a bit. Thank you, Mandar Bhai. And now we go to the... Sorry, not... I mean SL now. And Sasikiran now seems to be better slightly. With knight f3 maybe, knight b3. Both moves very tempting. Yeah, I think Sasikiran is also slightly better. So we are not worse on any board. I think SL is slightly worse but manageable. But we are completely winning on one. So I think that looks good for Team India. Yeah, rook c8 is very strong. Because baat ye bhi hai na, if you play rook e8, you will probably not get to e2 because there's a pawn on e3. He can play bishop d4 to block it, but you want to come to the second rank. That is the goal. That's where the king lies, and that's why rook c8. He plays b6 with chat. You know, this was the second preference of the engine, and I was like, I have no clue why this move is good, and VD actually played it. And now I'll try to justify why this move is good. So probably the idea is to play c5 anyways if you play bishop d4 and b5 by white. Bhai sahab, what is rook c8? Doesn't it force the open a file? Just rook c8? Like rook c8 now. What does white do? I mean, I could take, but then white will take a c file. But then maybe rook d8. I mean, yeah, it just looks like a... okay, maybe cb5. Rook c1, rook d8 and bishop d4 kya? This is MVL strategy. Very clever, but still black is better. Even if white gets everything he wants, even then he's going to win this. Wow. So, but rook c8 wins on the spot, I think. Yeah, he wants to basically defend this. He wants to prevent the rook from coming in. I think that's the ultimate goal. If the rook comes second rank, then white resigns. It's over. So that's why. And if you play rook c8, and white plays, let's say, you know, rook to c1 now. Unfortunately, now I play rook d8. And now there is no rook bishop d4 because of c5. So I did not allow you to, you know, I did not capture b5. So I have c5 now. And you resign. So this is the current position, chat. Honestly speaking, VD might be literally 5 moves away from resignation by MVL. It is totally possible, touchwood. I hope it happens. It seems to be very, 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 very strong. Chikre Lagrave, thank you, yaar. Thank you, pata nahi. Anyways, VD win other boards, draw. That would be perfect. Chat, by this is a match of 2 games. दो match होंगे. पहला match ये वाला है. The next one will start at 9:30. And it's similar to the online Olympiad. So whosoever wins 2 games, 2 matches, both the matches or ties 1 and wins 1, goes to the next round. And if it's a tie, both teams win 1 match each, then you will go to tie break. So it might last long, but tie break is 3+1. So tie break is literally blitz. So we ideally don't want to enter blitz, jahan pe MVL is a beast. So ideally, I think VD is better at longer time controls. That's why defeating MVL and France in this format is much easier. Sasi might lose. I don't see it happening. I think Sasi has a decent position. This is very difficult for white to lose, man. How does black win this? You have no control over e4. You can't play c5 without having an isolated pawn. I just don't see it happening. I can exchange one bishop, your good bishop with bishop g3. I just don't see it happening. MVL's World Blitz champion, I guess. Yeah, he was. So that's why I don't want to play Blitz against MVL. That will be a risky strategy. I think defeating them in Classical is the safer choice. Yo, Stephen bhai, what's up? Bhai, रोने जाता emo हो गया. ये क्या भाई? Is Azerbaijan in quarters? Yes, Azerbaijan is in quarters. Will you stream Speeches Championship? Today I will, of course I will stream. I think वो तो same time पे ये दोनों matches, तो दोनों check करेंगे. But of course आज की special dish यही रहेगा, because वो वाला तो Speeches Championship आगे भी आनी है. But अगर आज गलती से हार गए ऐसा ना हो टचवुड तो बाहर हो जाएंगे. तो आज तो बहुत important match है. Speeches Championship तो आती रहेगी, but वो भी देखेंगे यार. That's at 9:30. This is the quarterfinals. Anuman भाई, quarterfinals knockout है. College server tips. Date somebody. Come on. Date a hot girl and then use her as not use her, like, you know, you will have that social proof ki you are an awesome guy. Bro, Germany dominating Japan. That's cool, bhai. Germany OP. Germany is awesome. 29k chat subscribe कर दो भाई. Let's go 29k. Come on. Is this OTB? Yes, it is. Come on, Vidi. Rook C8 seems to be a very good move. Come on, Vidi. Find it, buddy. You can do it. Rook C8 and MVL will resign in a few moves. Uzbek का क्या चल रहा है? Uzbekistan, I think it's tied. They are winning on one board and losing on one. So it seems to be tied right now for Uzbekistan and Ukraine. We should play World Cup. He'll win for India. He's playing really well, man. Like if VD continues like this, it's insane. World time format of this tournament. Our time format is 45 plus 10 seconds. VD is using his time. Chat, देखो यहाँ पे time use करना is very clever. This is he took. No. अरे यार, he spoiled his edge a bit. It's still completely winning. बस a लंबी game चलेगी. He can't win on the spot. Like that's the only difference now. He's still winning with 2 extra queenside pawns, but अब थोड़ी game लंबी चलेगी. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. Come on, let's go. Liebe Deutschland. Akhand Germany. क्या है रे? Come on, let's go. A5, B4, let's go, man. I think now that we have proper control here, there is no mating attack. So why not just push the queenside pawns? Rook D8 doesn't work because of bishop D4. And then you can't play A5 because the B pawn will hang. So I think A5 now seems to be completely winning as well. It's fine. It will be a longer game, but we're still winning, chat. It's still winning. Is India winning? So far, India seems to be in the driver's seat. Yes. Going to Nihal's game, it's more equal than better now, I have to say. Going to SL's game, SL has equalized. Chat, SL has equalized. He played a spectacular move E4 and now FE4. So he basically prevented white from basically defending the D5 pawn. Rook C8 played, but now Rook to A5. And honestly, SL is absolutely fine. This pawn is gone. How do you save this pawn? Yeah, he plays it. Dude, SL is insane. He is definitely playing some crazy chess. Going to Sasikiran's game. Oh, Sasikiran also has a good chance to play F4 and gain the initiative. Sasikiran can play this and gain the edge, or play this and gain equality. Both moves possible. Going to VD's game, VD played Rook D8. Not the best move, but still completely winning. That's the advantage of having such a great position. Now I think Knight C5, threatening Knight D3 could be possible. You could still try to play B4. Maybe you still can't take because of Queen F to check. But yeah, Rook D8 was probably not the best. He plays B4. SL Sasikiran underrated for sure. Sasikiran is of course like past his prime age, so he of course can play at any level he wants to on his day. And SL of Sasikiran, and SL of course is like rising. He's ahead of Nihal in ratings right now. Hitler died. अबे यार उसकी बातें मत करो यार. Come on. For 16 minutes for MVL. Knight F2, Queen F1, Queen E3 was the idea. Thank you, Ryan bhai. Yo Akhtar bhai, कैसे हो यार? Nihal से MVL नहीं होगा यार. That's the issue. If it's over the board, it's not online. Nihal is not as good as over the board blitz as he is at online blitz. So I would say we should ideally not risk going into tie breaks. Of course, if we have to, we have to. But best case scenario, we just kind of win in the classical itself. Yeah, the bar did drop from 6 to 2. I agree. But the question is, what does white do? Like, what is white's plan? I think the plan has to be at some point to remove this queen. Otherwise, there's not much you can do because you constantly have to keep this in mind and then picking up G3 and its mate. For example, queen, I don't know, goes somewhere, then this literally mate. Yeah, mate in 2 hai. So it's difficult to move around when there's mate in 2 hanging over your head. I know, Saga bhai. Rook D6, Rook G6. But then at some point he'll play G4 and it might not work, I think. It might not work. Although it's possible. It's definitely possible. VD crushing MVL, exactly. भाई ये क्या देख रहा हूँ? VD winning MVL, exactly. Batman जी. I think आपको भी गौतम चेस से बोलना पड़ेगा एक वीडियो बनाने के लिए इसके ऊपर. Rook D4 is so tempting. I wouldn't suggest it भाई. Rook D4 I think हारने वाली सिचुएशन आ जाएगी. The bar says equal, but I would not go for this, I think. By the way, rook c2 played by MVL, so he controls the second rank. Interesting choice. Now h5 comes to mind. That's one move, as I mentioned, trying to break this position here. Or you could also try... You can't play a5 still. This is a pain because now rook d2 is no longer possible. So he's basically stopped these pawns and is threatening on a good day to simply take this pawn. Not right now, of course. The queen attacks. a5, bishop e6, rook d2 is winning. No, because the white rook is on d2 now. Knight c5 is possible, yes. But I think यहाँ पे also, maybe you can read out the knight to f5 now. Because हमें क्या करना है? We need to bring the rook into the game, right? And this bishop is stopping us. So why not just play knight d6 and knight f5 and simply remove the bishop? Also a possibility. But one thing we have to admit is VD has not played the best moves in the last few moves. And he's spoiled his edge quite a bit. He plays the move a5, so he defends it. And if bishop d6, is rook d2 working? Rook d1 is working, of course. Not rook d2, but rook d1 wins on the spot, of course. So that is over. So that's why MVL plays queen g1. He's slowly trying to, get rid of this queen on f3. And VD is now thinking. He's thinking in this moment. I think knight c3 is a possible move as well. Or you can again move the queen to h5 because queen g2 is incoming at some point. And then you will have to trade queens, yeah, because the knight is behind the queen. Why white is because we have two extra pawns on the queen side by, and white's extra pawn is not going anywhere. So clearly any endgame is winning for black. So that's why the advantage is high. Material are same. Actually, it is not. VD is one pawn up. 1 to the 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a double pawn, agreed. But the thing is, jo white ka extra pawn hai, it's not moving anywhere because of the knight. But black ke pawns are free to go. Now, the only reason white has any chances to hold this game, it's because he has the bishop against the knight. Agar uske paas bhi knight hota to bhai ab tak to game khatam ho chuki hoti. Come on, let's go. Rook d5 कह रहे हैं. Rook d5 का idea क्या है भाई? What is the idea? Advantage basically means you have less much material to prevent getting positionally ducked. Exactly. Marks exactly. Yeah, this is the plan at some point. But फिलहाल के लिए white is threatening queen g2. And if you move the queen back, then the knight will hang. And if you trade queens, that's definitely in white's favor, I would say, maybe in some cases, because the king is weak. So we have to make a choice here. Do we want to allow it and go into the endgame and win there? Or do you want to move the queen or the knight somewhere and then try to basically avoid the queen trade? That's an important decision for VD to make. Yeah, very important decision. Harega to nahi VD. I think harna to almost okay. Technically it's possible, but okay. He has to win this game at all cost. So VD is still better. Going to the game of Nihal Sareen. Chat, Nihal's game has liquidated quite a bit. So I expect a draw here now. This pawn is a weakness. So I would say Nihal some chances to attack, but most likely a draw. Going to the SL game now. Let's see how it's going. SL is, well, this should be a draw as well. Although it all depends, can he activate this bishop? Imagine the rook coming to d5, the rook coming to the second rank, and suddenly, you start pushing the d pawn. White captures, you push e3, and then bishop e4, and then rook takes g2, and black wins. There are possibilities to win, but for now, it seems to be equalish. Going to board 4. By the way, Sasikiran played the best move, f4. He played the best move, and now here, for example, if you come to e4, I can simply take this, and once you take with the pawn, I can even take with the knight because the knight is actually pinned. So I think black missed that or what he expected, but he goes back to e6, and now Sasikiran can either play knight f3, knight e5. That's one typical London style plan. Or he can also play e4 and basically over the Queen's Gambit style plan. Both plans are possible. And Sasikiran is definitely better here. The bar seems to agree as well. Going to the VD game again, the most critical one. G4 also, but I think it's a bit more risky because you're opening your king. I think it's better to play in the center, jahan pawns already pushed hai. E3 hanging, kahan pe? E3 is not hanging by. It's kind of not attacked right now, right? So going to the VD's game, let's go. Come on, VD. Oh, 9 minutes for VD. Time a bit of an issue. Now. Format क्या है भाई? 2 गेम होंगे भाई. 45% टाइम कंट्रोल. सैक वैक नहीं मार सकते क्या? अरे मार देंगे ना यार. घर पे सैक मारते हैं ना खुला खुला. लेकिन बोर्ड पे बढ़िया मूव. If rook take, but why rook takes bishop? Why? Why do you want to sack an exchange for no reason? There is no need. Will you stream मौजूद करो ना? We will, of course, because उस टाइम पे ये मैच भी है. This is not just one match chat. 2 मैच होने हैं ऑनलाइन ओलंपियड की तरह. So this will last till way in night. I think VD senses there should be something, but he's not able to find it. And he might feel a bit frustrated because of this. I hope he holds on to his nerves. We don't want him to get frustrated and start, blitzing out moves. He needs to calm himself and find the best moves. It is important. It is really important here. No, it's much. Oh, he plays b5. Logical move, but now I think you have to trade queens. I think queen g2, I think marna padega. That's the only drawback of this move, but very logical because you have to push the pawns. FIFA guy, yes, queen g2 now. Take the queen, of course, force move. Yeah, only move, right? Only move, yes. Yes, I will stream Malik bhai. I will stream that. Knight is also possible. Yeah, queen trade. Chad, now we have come to the end game. It all boils down to can VD queen. So one thing you have to do is play f6 at the right moment to block this bishop. You also have to quickly start pushing these pawns. And the problem is there are double pawns. It's not easy to push, but luckily this knight is very strong. But white is threatening king f3. And when you move the knight, he will play e4. And suddenly white also starts pushing. So we have to be very, very active here. If you keep waiting, it might not turn out to the best. Knight c3 is also a possible move. The idea being if you take with the bishop, for example, I can pin the bishop and win the game in the rook endgame. So yeah, he plays knight c3. He plays. Ruko. Yes, he played knight c3. f5 ke baad rook c7. Do not play f5 here. Let me reiterate. Do not play f5. Do not do this. This is not a joke. This is not a drill. Please don't do this and give counterplay. That will be very risky indeed. If your pawn was here, maybe yes, you are queening next move, but not really. So yeah, we go knight c3. This is the live position. SL pushing. Pegasus of Dark keh rahe. Yeah, SL seems to be. I think rook b7 was the best move. White played knight b1, and now rook to b5 seems to be better for SL. And as I mentioned, there is potential in this position of both players. And if SL can somehow get a pass pawn, once he activates the bishop, I think it might turn out to be bad for black. Similar to what we saw in that f5 idea. Yeah, once the bishop gets here, then 7th rank can become weak. Going to the game of Nihal Sareen, it still seems to be equal, and Sasikiran is still better. Knight f3 played. He goes for the solid London system plan. No surprise there. And after bishop e7, he will probably put the knight on e5, and he will have a dominating knight on e5. So looks very strong for SL as well, Sasikiran as well. Let's go to the game of Vidit now. Unnecessary counter to that. Exactly. Yeah, Vidit looks in great form. I think this endgame is not the best. It is pretty awesome, man. I think it's pretty awesome, and I think this conversion will tell us. I think that should be the answer, yeah? Let's see if we convert this. It's not easy to convert, chat. This endgame is not easy to convert because bishop against knight hai and double pawn bhi hai. So that kind of helps white gain counterplay, or at least compensation. Vidit looks. Bhai, Vidit look kaisa karta hai mujhe pata nahi, but it is because of low time generally. True. 14 minute. By the way, MVL भाई मतलब MVL, Mamidyarov और Hans Niemann, इन तीनों को एक टूर्नामेंट में हराना is not easy. It's not easy. What VD has achieved is pretty impressive. So I hope he can finish it off. I hope he can finish the job. Him being in world top is a sign he's good at endgames. Absolutely true, bhai. And MVL taking his time. He's trying to come up with some strategy where he can confuse matters. That's all he wants. MVL को हरा रहा है भाई, अभी हरा तो रहा है. How much rating? VD probably has gained a lot of points. I think at least maybe 10. At least, I hope. Come on. Going to the SL game. Chat, look at... Oh, he finds Rook B5. Look at Laurent Fessine's time. He's way behind. 9 minutes behind. It's just... SL is just crushing it. Going to the game of Sasikiran. Yeah, also better, same position. Oh, black played f6. Black played f6. I don't like that move for black because now his light scores have become weaker. I think Nihal also slightly better now. Definitely better, I would say. Slightly better for sure. And this is the current position for VD. देखो भाई समोसे खाने का मन कर रहा है, मैंने आज ही एक खाया यार. लॉ प्रोनाउंस करते हैं फ्रेंच में, बाय द वे. लॉ क्या प्रोनाउंस करते हैं भाई? Bishop b6. Bishop b6 looks more active than it is. I think I can just play rook a8 now. And you could play it, of course. And next I will again try to push these pawns. Next I will play rook a6, kick the bishop back and then start pushing. I think that will be the plan. White plays king f3. I think that's the most human move because you want to also start pushing, not right now because the bishop hangs, but at some point you also control these two squares taki knights are dance wans na kare. And you bring the king towards the center. Now you can also push g4, f5 and so on. So how does Vidit win this? Now first of all you have to take care ki kal ko activate now, so f6 or king h7 is also possible. And then the question is, when do you push these pawns? You can't push any of these. If you push a4 too quickly, I think bishop c5 would win the pawn immediately. So Vidit needs another weakness. I think he will have to grind a very long game. He did spoil his edge quite a bit and now it's not easy to convert this game. So yeah, it will take some intense effort from Vidit to win this game. But he can, but he's better. He can. I will stream it, Arjun vs Caruana, yes. That starts at 9:30 and also the second match in this tournament, India vs France, starts at 9:30, so that'll be awesome. Saath mein hoga. Yo, Tazak World. Why Prag, Ukesh, Harikrishna, Arjun not playing? I think Prag and Arjun had that tournament, no? CCT. And baki dono ka mujhe pata nahi hai. Only 3 points. Koi baat nahi bhai. But I think those were important 3 points, bhai. Very important 3 points for Team India to qualify and reach the quarterfinals. कल है वो, यूनिक का नाम नहीं बताऊंगा यार. I will not tell the name, but कल है. मेरा फॉल्ट भाई, मैं स्ट्रीम से गया, वीडियो लॉस्ट है, लॉट ऑफ एडवांटेज, फिर वापस आया, ही स्टार्ट प्लेइंग बेस्ट अगेन. तो मत जाओ भाई. f6 प्लेड, गुड मूव, ब्लॉकिंग द बिशप, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड नाउ द किंग कैन आल्सो कम टू द सेंटर जस्ट लाइक व्हाइट, और हियर गो हियर, डिपेंड्स. मैं भेज रहा था, नाइस. विल द रेटिंग चेंज बी इन क्लासिकल रैपिड में होगा. Going to Nihal's game, क्या चल रहा है? Nihal is still thinking. By the way, Nihal has 3 minutes. I am a bit worried, yeah. He has to play faster. By the way, Musa Jurs ना बड़ा खतरनाक खिलाड़ी है. ये बंदा ना बैठता ही नहीं है. Like he played one tournament in France, which I played in 2020 Feb, just like days before the pandemic. And वहाँ पे he was playing. He was the top seed. And ये बंदा literally seat पे बैठता ही नहीं है भाई. He literally just hangs his coat on the seat and roams around the entire hall. Does not think at all. I'm sure he's thinking in this tournament. यहाँ पे easy नहीं होगा उसके लिए, but काफी interesting खिलाड़ी है ये. Going to SL's game. Oh, SL is better. How did this happen? रुको. Rook b5, knights, rook c2, passive move. Rooks are not supposed to be passive pieces. They have to be active. Rook takes d5, knight c3. Now rook d3 gives SL a clear edge. As I mentioned, d5, d4 आएगा तो भाई लग सकती है white की, and that's exactly what's happening. Rook d3 now and SL is better. मानिक माना है कि अरे यार rook d3 खेलना था. He went for the passive choice again, but again still better, still better. We have 1 2 3 4 5 6. White has 1 2 3 4 5. So pawn up looks okay. साहित्य को नेक्स्ट चैंपियनशिप, नेक्स्ट वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप, फिर तो कप अपना है. भाई कॉफी का कप अपना हो सकता है भाई, चेस का मुश्किल है. इफ इंडिया विंस, व्हिच ओपोनेंट इंडिया प्ले? आई थिंक डिपेंड्स, नो, बिकॉज अभी तो गेम चल रहे हैं उनके, सो वील हैव टू सी हाउ इट गोस. एंड इतना आगे नहीं दौड़ते भाई. हमने भी प्लानिंग कर ली थी भाई क्रिकेट वर्ल्ड कप में. अरे इंडिया पाकिस्तान में कौन जीतेगा दोस्तों वर्ल्ड कप में? क्या आई थिंक इस बार इंडिया के चांसेस काफी ज्यादा मुझे लग रहे हैं, मुझे वर्ल्ड कप पाकिस्तान के साथ. हाँ, आई थिंक इस बार तो इंडिया की टीम ने उनको लीग में ही पेल दिया था. बाय द वे, इंडियन टीम पहुंची क्या? नहीं, बिल्कुल भी नहीं, नॉकआउट हो गई. लाइक वी डोंट डू दैट. लेट्स क्वालिफाई फर्स्ट एंड देन वी कैन डू दैट. गोइंग टू द गेम ऑफ विदित गुजराती अगेन. क्या चल रहा है? बाय द वे, आफ्टर द मूव f6, बिशप b6 played, rook a8 played, and this is the live position. Japan has 1% chance to win now. Okay, 1% taken. वर्ल्ड कप मत याद लाओ. एमवी स्टार्ट प्लेइंग ऑल इंजन मूव्स, डर लग रहा है. Maybe the beats switch, the beats hopped teams. The beats hopped teams maybe. Okay, luckily Emil is taking a lot of time. That's a good sign. At least he's not sure about the position. India better than France, so we should be handed the World Cup. Honestly, the team right now is not technically better than France, Naman bhai. Overall, yes, but in this match, not really. If I was given the position with same position +6, he wouldn't have going to. Maybe true, but I think he might not even get the +6. I think it's very different styles, and Vidit played a marvelous game. I think we should not compare youngsters to Vidit. I think it's unfair to both. And I think at this point, can he convert this? As simple as that. That is the main question, right? कल सऊदी का 0.9% था. हाँ, but ये मैच स्टार्ट हो चुका है ना. Pika Pikachu, ये कह रहे why Pakistan Bangladesh not in chess competition? Because they are not in top 12 teams. Come on, let's go, buddy. Chat, what do you think? Will VD convert? What do you think? Will VD convert, or will we see like some sort of upset here and like NVL draws? Earlier in France, but he doesn't play, no. वो नाम का ही फ्रांस में है भाई. Yes, no. Yes, no. Okay, let's see. ये तो मुझे मेरी एक्स का confused statement लग रहा है भाई. Do you want to do it? Yes, no, yes. Let's not go there. 9:30 भाई, let's go. Time नीचे आ रहा है. Time 2.5 minutes now. VD will convert. Let's hope so भाई. Going to Nihal's game, क्या चल रहा है? I think Rook C1 now. Let's go to Rook C1, attack the C5 pawn. That should be the plan. Going to SL's game, King E5 played best move yet again by SL. I think next we might see pushing the H pawn to H4. Maybe D5 on a good day. Maybe B5, B4. Rook D4 now. And A3 is the only move. But I think that kind of works well. There's nothing else to do. B5 would lock the Rook behind. Then Rook D5 would win the pawn. So SL will find A3. There's no doubt about it. कौन सी स्टडी यूनी है? मैं भी वही मास्टर कर रहा हूँ भाई. जर्मनी की है भाई. आई कांट टेल यू भाई कौन सी यूनिवर्सिटी है. A3 played by SL. Good move by SL. Going to the game of MVL played F5. That's a logical move, yes. But now, how do we push these pawns? That's an interesting decision. Maybe Rook A6 now, kicking the bishop away. इसको पूछो भाई, तू निकल यहाँ से. Aliza is from Iran, but he plays for France now. He shifted countries. Nav ke ahe tu ye kya hai bhai? I guess every top player uses anal beads. Humans can't play this good. जर्मनी से स्ट्रीम करो, करेंगे भाई. बड़ा अभी जान तो दो. अभी तो अगले सितंबर की बात हुई है यार. ये आपका विषय मेरे पास आया है. नहीं भाई, A70 बर्लिन मैंने अप्लाई किया था, लेकिन उनका डेट जा चुका है. सो इट्स नॉट दैट वन. लाइव मूव यही है भाई. दिस इज लाइव पोजीशन. They already had applications full for Jan batch. With this Mother Teresa of Mother Teresa कहाँ से आ गई भाई? ये कहाँ से आ गई? डिक्कू भैया वीडियो को लोग इतना हेट क्यों करते हैं? हेट नहीं करते रे, प्यार बहुत करते हैं रे. It's like, you know, मतलब having a very it's like having a very supportive girlfriend, but then she's also like, she supports you, like you also want her to do well. और कुछ नहीं है. अच्छा, अच्छा, यू मीन नॉर्थ राइन. अच्छा, ओके. बताऊंगा भाई, टाइम के साथ जहां पे होगा मैं बताऊंगा भाई. जर्मनी में 2 वर्ड सिखा दो. गूटन टाग. आई होप दैट्स गुड डे. एपिसोड थोड़ा क्रिटिसिज्म भी खेलना पड़ता है, ये तो है भाई. बाय द वे, रूक D6 प्लेड नाउ. व्हाट्स द थ्रेट? इज देयर एनी थ्रेट? डोंट सी इट येट. ये टूर्नामेंट रेटेड है क्या? यस भाई, रेटेड है भाई. कहीं नहीं जा रहा यार, चिल करो. टॉक्सिक गर्लफ्रेंड दुराठी वहीं पे रहता है क्या? डज ही लिव इन जर्मनी? रियली? MVL game is like a construction company. अच्छा, MVL name. Nice. नहीं भाई, वो यूनिवर्सिटी में नहीं करना यार. Where beast? I don't know what that means. No GF knowledge done by. भाई, by the way, अब तक एक भी रिजल्ट नहीं आया यार. That is surprising, no? एक भी रिजल्ट नहीं आया. तुम तो सिंगल होना ब्रो भाई. इसका जवाब हम अगले स्ट्रीम में देंगे. Let's do a roundup of all the 4 games chat quickly. First of all, VD is still better, but I would say it requires some immaculate skills and a long grind from VD. He should maintain his edge on the clock. That is very important. He should not spoil it. अगर बहुत पीछे हो गया, 5 मिनट पीछे already है, he will suffer. Next, Nihal, dead equal now, will end in a draw. Oh, he's a pawn up. But yeah, it's a draw, man. Opposite color bishops will be a draw. Next, SL. Oh, SL is better again. He improved his position. He played A3, B4, Rook A8. Excellent move. Rook D5 was a mistake. And now King to E6. And apparently Rook is coming to C8. Bishop is coming to F7. Chat. I think the A2 pawn is the problem. कब जा रहे हो भाई? अगले सितंबर शायद जाऊंगा, अभी पता नहीं यार. ये A2 pawn है भाई. A2 pawn is the issue because bishop will come to F7, and once I take the A2 pawn, then the A3 pawn is just very close to queening. Or you can also go Rook C8, Rook C2, and so on. He plays Rook to B5, and now Rook C8. Chat, SL is again winning. I think we can pretty much agree SL has been the star of the Indian team in this tournament. 2 wins and 2 draws so far. Amazing chess, and he's again converting with the black pieces. Beautiful. Going to the Sasikiran game now. What's happening there? Sasikiran has spoiled his edge a little bit, but he still has proper control. So I would say still should be fine. Slightly better. Going to VD's game. VD played the move H5. Probably not the best move because I don't know. Like, it feels like you want to maintain as many pawns as possible on the board. Exchanging pawns might not help, but I think he's just playing fast. He was confused of what to play, and he just wanted to move something, and he played H5. It's not a losing move or anything, but it's like matlab ki it exchanges one pair of pawns. I'm not sure if he should. And yeah, now the bar says it's not completely winning. I think it was never completely winning. VD needs to grind this down somehow, wait for a correct mistake from MVL and strike in that moment. He needs to find the correct moment to push these pawns. Right now, that moment is not there. The bishop on d4 is a pain in every orifice of our bodies. Nihal is the new Anish. Who won? साहिल राज जी पूछ रहे हैं भाई, हमें वही तो जानना है. वही तो जानने के लिए भाई 600 लोग बैठे हैं. अभी देखेंगे भाई कौन जीतेगा. VD effed up. नहीं भाई, he not effed up भाई. He's still fighting. Chat, जब तक VD has the edge, that means he can still win. If he wants the draw, he gets it. He just plays this and we get a draw. SL completely winning. What happened there? Yeah, knight E2 played. Chat, look at this, man. Like, king F6, the only move, and he finds it. King F6, and the plan is very obvious. Rook is coming to C2, bishop is coming to F7, and this seems to be curtains for Laurent Fessine, Carlsen's bro. And I think this seems to be completely winning for SL. Rook B7, another mistake. Let's go Rook C2 SL, and bishop finish him off. I think SL will be the first guy to win, chat. He might get Rook C2 played indeed. Where will the white pieces go now? Knight F4 does nothing. I will simply chop the A2 pawn, and there's back rank issues as well. MVL Bender, क्या बात कर रहे हो? Oh, he played G5. I think यहाँ पे G5 is not a blunder, I would say. I think it's kind of a counter-attacking move. He wants to basically open the diagonal. If you capture, yeah, Rook G2 is the point. And is there a move for VD that holds everything? Oh, look at this. The best move for VD. Will he find this, chat? Is king to F7. This is Indian lines. Apparently, now the bars is wrong, because what I saw was Rook G5, Rook D4, E4, and Knight A2, and now it says it's a draw. Okay, the engine was high maybe, but यहाँ पे white के पास F6 is the only move apparently. Dude, that is not happening. Not happening at all. What else can we play? Can we play A4? I think A4 is the human move. A4 is the human move. Can we play A4? Rook G5, Rook D7. That's what I would play, but F6? F6, chat. This is becoming very interesting. F6 now. वहां से हमने A2 मार दिया. यहां से इसने G7 मार दिया. What's going to happen? I think we are winning, right? I think we are winning. We are just in time. Rook F5, we have Rook F7. And we win the game. Or even just Rook D4 actually. ठीक है. VD is still better, chat. Still better. Rook D2 played. Quick summary. So far, VD better. Technically winning, but it's a very complicated position. Next, Nihal. Dead drawn position. I think they can shake hands and go home. What are they going to shake? Next, SL Ryan completely winning. +7 for SL now. Chat, look at this. Nihal has a dead drawn position. So half point is confirmed from there. SL is completely winning. Rook B1 is winning on the spot. So 1 point comes from there. So 1.5. And if Vidit wins, it's over. India win the first match. So that's all. And to be honest, Sasikiran is also like at least equal. So we are not risking much. So far, the game is in our grasp. It's right within our fist. Rook D7 played good move, trying to preempt this Rook G5. And when he takes on G5, we'll take on A2. That is the plan. If India wins the semis, no, not yet, chat. Not yet. ये अगला मैच 9:30 बजे start होगा. Along with the SCC event, जहाँ पे अर्जुन and Caruana playing. And वो भी जीतना पड़ेगा या draw करना पड़ेगा. If France wins that one, then basically we'll have a tiebreaker. SL has won, chat. SL Narayanan has been the hero for India in this entire tournament. He plays rook b1, b7 and simply takes this because typical tactic, you take with the rook, I will queen. And before this, Fressine had a score of 3.5 out of 4 and SL with the black. SLOP यार, SL का emote बनता है भाई. क्या बोलते हो chat? I think SL का emote बनता है. Now Vichy doesn't play too much, so we can remove Vichy's emoji and add SL's emote. I think बनता है भाई. Crazy game भाई, crazy game. He wins the match and that means India is 1-0 up. 1-0 up for India. What's happening in Sasikiran? Sasikiran is also better now apparently after a5. He is also close to winning. Wow, India to cruising through. And this happened. MVL took on g5. Vidit took on a2 and Vidit is still completely winning with his outside pass pawns. MVL does have some counterplay, but it's just not enough because at the right moment I will simply sacrifice the exchange for the rook and I will win with the 3 outside pass pawns. 3.5 would be a crushing victory on France. France is on paper I think the stronger team slightly, so great performance by India. Let's wait for Will to convert it. Let's go b3. b3 looks logical. Even giving a check is not so bad, but I think b3 looks like the most logical move. b3, then a4, a3 and b2. Just simple, yeah? He goes b3, king d3 played now. King d3 played. I guess a4. a4 looks very logical. Let's go a4. Come on, come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Chat, Nihal Sareen has drawn his game and that means 1.5 half in India's favor. We need one more win coming from somewhere. That's all we need. One more point and we go through. We don't go through. We win the first match. Let me edit myself. We don't go through. We win the first match. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I am checking the football result as well. It's not 1-1 bhai. I'm checking Rishabh bhai. Come on, come on, come on. Really finish him off. Finish him off. A4 man. I don't see anything wrong with A4. Goal ho gaya kya? Really, it's a goal? Oh, Japan equalized. Wow. Last moment, yeah? Nice. Okay. Interesting. Bhai sahab, crazy. Come on, come on, come on. VD, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Will all 8 teams... No, it's knockout. It's knockout. 2 games. India leading. Yes, India has drawn 1, won 1 and winning all the other 2 also. Yeah, that's the thing. The king cannot approach. There is no way to approach. All the squares are covered. All the squares are covered. Look at this barrier on the king. There is no way. 52 seconds, yes, but I think VD is fine here. He's fine because the plans are not very difficult now. He plays b4, also makes sense. Doesn't change much. I think next he will go a4, a3 and b2. He's just going very slow. VD masterpiece under time pressure incoming. F6 played. Let's go a4. Don't worry about this pawn. Let's go a4 now. Very important to not give up this pawn because बाद में dull pawn रह जाएंगे. The game will become a bit more complicated. Let's just go a4 VD. Come on, let's go. इसमें next game India हार जाए तो draw, right? Wins don't matter. Do they? Yes, they don't. But at the end, if they win this one, तो France का pressure रहेगा. India के लिए draw भी काफी होगा ना. So France will have to at least win. They cannot even draw. Oh, what happened? Wait. He played knight c3. Also kind of works. And white bent back rook g2. Interesting. So now knight b5 maybe. Maybe he just takes the bishop now. That's a very practical choice. Knight b5 just finish off the game, right? Is this over? Knight b5 resigns. Chat, I think it's over. Knight b5 resigns because the bishop will be gone. Then you have no counterplay and 3 outside pass pawns. It's over. It's over. Knight b5 resigns. If India wins, whom will they play? We'll look at it later, bhai, because इसके बाद एक और मैच है, उसका भी वेट करना पड़ेगा. Come on, let's go. Knight b5 is completely winning. It's completely winning for Vidit. Chat, by the way, let me update you. SL Narayanan has been the star of this tournament, along with Vidit, of course, but 2 wins, and I think he's played like 2 draws and 3 wins now at this point. So insane chess by SL, winning with the black pieces against Laurent Fressine, Carlson second, and then Nihal Sareen had a very solid draw, so we have 1.5 points. And Vidit is also winning. He plays a4 instead, also works. King c4 now, and let's see what happens now, chat. Let's finish it off. One brief to Sasi's game. Sasi game mein, it seems to have he seems to have spoiled his edge. यहाँ पे queen a4 was a slight mistake. Apparently knight d4 was the best. That makes a lot of sense. And he took on d7, which is not good because you basically open up the rook's path. I don't like the move knight d7, but I think it's still equal, so that means we are not risking much. Come on, VD. If you win, it's over. If VD wins, it's over. Sasi's advantage doesn't matter. Come on. By the way, after king c4, knight to a2 played, defending the b4 pawn. Next, I think we'll see something like rook to b7, and then we'll see like, you know, just knight c1 and a3 and b2. I think that's the plan. Yeah, 20 seconds for Vidi. He has to be very careful on the clock because white is also coming with his e-pawn now. So it's not like, you know, maybe that's why knight b5 was a simpler choice. You also kind of isolate the pawns. The pawn have to capture and come to the d file, but now they're connected pawns, so you have to be a bit careful. Doubt if Vidi, I think he should win this, but I wouldn't bet any money on it, but I think he should win this. 10-second increment is enough for this, I think. It's enough. Chat, if Vidi wins, India wins the first. Knight c1 played directly, but what happens to the b4 pawn? Can you pick this up? Do we just... knight d3 check, yeah? But I hope we have enough pawns remaining in this endgame, like king b3. We have the h5 pawn. We can save it, right? G6, yeah. Okay, we are winning. Okay, great. So this is the position, chat. Bishop b2 blunder. I think knight d3 wins. Chat, knight d3 wins on the spot, I think. I think knight d3 and b2 is winning on the spot. It's over. It's over, chat. Knight d3 and b2 exchanges the bishop, and it's completely winning now. It's completely... Come on, Vidi. Knight d3, the bishop moves, and b2. Knight d3, bishop somewhere, and then b2 exchange it. It's completely winning now. Come on, Vidi. Fast. He plays it. He plays knight d3. Is completely winning now. Completely winning for Vidit. If India wins, they basically get the first point, and it will be awesome. Then France को second game में 9:30 PM को they will have to come back and win. Draw will not be enough. India के लिए draw भी काफी होगा to move to the semi-finals. Crushing victory by India so far. Yeah, great game by SL and great game by Vidit. Both of them have played spectacular chess in this tournament. Nihal has drawn, SL has won, and Sasikiran. Oh, he's winning. Sasikiran is completely. How does this happen? Go. Sasikiran is completely winning. We saw it till this position. Knight d7, bishop f6, knight f6, knight e5. He sacrificed in exchange for no reason. Fe5, queen e5, queen b4, and knight h5 was a blunder. Queen c3 now, knight check, king g1, bishop e3, rook e3, queen e3, king h2, and यहाँ पे knight e4 was the only move. He played g6 instead, and now bishop a6, and Sasikiran is also winning. Wow. Chat, this is bishop b7 is winning on the spot. It's resigns. We are going to win 3.5 half. That is crazy. By the way, this happened, chat. Knight d3, bishop a1, b2, bishop takes, knight takes, rook takes, and now simply I think rook b7 or b3 should be resigns. He plays b3, and chat, we will see resigns right now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, कर दे भाई, 3, 2.5, 2, 1.85, 1.5, 1.4, 1.2, 1.1. अबे किया ही नहीं यार, हद है यार. Just rook a7. You resign now. I think you resign. Okay, it's coming soon. Anyway, I'm a big fan of black holes, so time flows differently. Huh? He will put the king here, but I will just take on f6. I will bring the king to e4. I will chop off the e3 pawn. I don't know why is he playing. Like, I would win this blindfold against MVL, so I don't know why is he playing this. I mean, come on, yaar. Come on, MVL. Come on. I mean, come on, buddy. Come on. You can win this. Come on. It's over. It will take us. No, this is over. Chat, this is over. Chat, almost 800 की watching है भाई. Stream like कर दो. Let's get to 400 likes. And if you're here for the first time, you will have a great way to subscribe. Do hit it and become a part of family. Let's get to 30k as soon as possible. That's what she said. Okay, rook g2 played, but rook b2 wins, no? b2 over. b2 resigns because you take, I give a check and you resign. That's winning. a3 is winning. I guess king h7 is winning. Yeah, he gives this check. Even b2 now will be winning, I think. Even b2 is winning. Oh, wait. No. Wait. Oh, look at this. He's winning. But apparently b2 was the only move. Wow. How? What if I play king f8? What is wrong king f8? fg7, rook g7, rook f2 check, rook f7. What is wrong with this? Rook d2, rook a7. Isn't this winning? Rook d5. so you get to this pawn. Maybe it's a problem, yeah. Maybe it's a bit of a problem. ठीक है, बढ़िया, कोई बात नहीं. So VD found the best move, the simplest idea. It was a bit complicated, yeah. He played b2, rook takes, king takes, and now g5 played, and he has won. VD has resigned. Japan won. Okay, that's crazy, man. Japan scored the second goal. Oh, bhai sahab. And VD has also won. Vidit Gujrathi has won his match, and that means India has won round 1 of the quarterfinals. India has won it, and that means we are 1-0 up against France. What a convincing performance. Vidit wins, Nihal draws, SL wins. The final game, Sasikiran. Let's have a look at the final game. He is also winning. Let's have a look. As mentioned, Sasikiran is a very strong player. He was always supposed to be here, and he's playing some amazing chess. I think, chat, do you think India should stick to this team for round 2? What do you think, chat? Yes or no? Very important decision for Team India. Should they stick to round 2? What do you think? Probably second upset in FIFA. That's crazy, man. I think they should. Nobody else has been as such a good form, and SL will be high on. Sorry, Sasi will be high on confidence after this. They should stick to this team now. Yo, Bhavya. Who else? I think Abhijit and Setu are the options. Setu has been in terrible form, and Abhijit Bhai has had decent games, but they have not been like best of his style. So I think clearly Sasi should be the choice there. I will cover Sachin Bhai. Yes. निहाल तो थक गया होगा. अब निहाल बेचारा ड्रॉ करके थक चुका है यार. इतने ड्रॉ कर चुका है निहाल, बट इट्स वर्किंग वेल फॉर टीम इंडिया. इट्स वर्किंग वेल फॉर टीम इंडिया. बी स्टार्ट्स कहां तक गया भाई? बी स्टार्ट्स चैट में क्या? राउंड 2 में चेंज भी कर सकते. ये क्या है ब्रो? हाँ, चेंज नहीं होना चाहिए यार. आई होप दे डोंट चेंज द टीम. दे कैन नॉट चेंज द टीम. Please, this is the perfect team we have. The best team from the start itself. I've learned one thing from every World Cup. I should stop betting. Argentina पे bet ही करा था. वैसे इंडिया पे भी सेम वर्ल्ड कप में bet किया था. अरे यार भाई, अंग्रेजों के खिलाफ इंडिया बैट करोगे तो भाई हिस्ट्री रिपीट्स इटसेल्फ और इंडिया हारेगी रे. ओके, दिस इज ओवर चैट. वी पिक अप द पॉन्स. रिजाइन कर दे भाई टिग्रान जी. खाली नाम टिग्रान रखने से कोई वर्ल्ड चैंपियन नहीं होता भाई. दिस इज एविडेंस. Night before, okay, Bishop E2. What's the difference? Bishop E2. Champu TV और बीच में चंपू टीवी नाम है उसका. I'm waiting for Iran versus US in FIFA. भाई इंडिया कब खेलेगा FIFA यार? That's what I'm waiting for. Okay, Bishop E4 also works. Dominates the knight completely. Also works. Now I'll pick up this, and I'll take your girl home. I think this is completely winning. Sasikiran will also win. India will win 3.5. Dude, that is an insane performance, right? I mean, इतना किसी ने imagine किया था क्या? And petition to tell FIDE कि भाई count होना चाहिए board points भी. ये क्या मतलब है? अगर हम 3.5 से हराए, वो 2.5 से हराए तब भी टाए. गल बात भाई, गल बात FIDE, गल बात भाई. हमने 3.5 से हराया, उनको भी 3.5 से हराना चाहिए ना यार. ये चीटिंग है भाई. India's Brazil FIFA final in my dreams. Nice. 4 points should matter. They should technically, but ठीक है, अब जो भी है, India just needs a draw in the next match. That's the best part. मेरी फियांसे को आपकी हंसने की टेक्निक बहुत पसंद है. टेक्निक नाइस. इसे टेक्निक क्या भाई? फोटो में तुम बच्चे लगे वाली फियांसी भी हो गई क्या भाई? चाइल्ड मैरिज इंडिया में चल रहा है क्या आजकल? इंडिया नीड्स मोर बिगर फुटबॉल स्टेडियम लाइक 30 के कैपेसिटी, देन मे बी दे जॉइन इन फीफा. डूड, कैपेसिटी इज नॉट द इशू. कैपेसिटी भरना इज द इशू. VDSL white आएंगे. That will be interesting. Yeah, so far VDSL have played spectacular with black pieces. What happens with the white pieces now? चलो ड्रॉ तो हाथ में है ही. ये पॉन मिल गया ना. 3 पॉइंट तो बन ही गए. अबे ये क्या था? ये लॉस. व्हाट? ओ, किंग G6 was winning. किंग G5 is a draw. शतरंज हम तेरे, तुम हमारे कातिल हो रे. तुम हमारे कातिल हो भाई. कौन सा इंसान 30 सेकंड में किंग G6 खेलेगा रे? ये क्या था रहा भाई? ये क्या ड्रामा था यार? किंग G5 क्या गलत है रे? इंसान ने प्यादा ही तो मारा है. ऐसे कौन सा पाप कर लिया बंदे ने? ठीक है, 3-1 भी चलेगा भाई. 3-1 विक्ट्री भी चलेगी हमें. We'll take 3-1. I don't know why it was required, honestly. I don't think it was required. Just Bishop B7, Bishop C6 could be. I don't know. I think he just kind of relaxed a bit, and now it's a draw. Humanly winning, I don't think so now, because knight will stop this pawn. Knight F8. There's no way to basically get out, and the king will stop this pawn. So it should be an easy draw now. 3-1 चलेगा भाई. 3-1 चलेगा. अब वही 100 लोग रहते हैं, चाहे वॉचिंग कितनी हो. चैट, एक रिक्वेस्ट है. एससी भाई ने चैलेंज किया. जितने लोग चैट में है ना, चाहे आपने आज तक कभी चैट लिखी नहीं है, एक बार चैट में हाई लिख दो भाई. लेट्स गो. सारे के सारे चैट में हाई लिख दो. लेट्स गो. Winning again? नहीं भाई, draw है. I don't think it's winning. Yeah, not winning. Knight, because this is a kind of a fortress kind of thing now. Like, check now, king here, and I just go knight g5. Yeah, it's a repetition. काउंट कर लो ऐसी भाई, 100 से ऊपर है क्या? काउंट कर लो भाई, 100 से ऊपर है क्या? चलो भाई ऐसी भाई, काम पे लग जाओ. होंगे 100 से ऊपर होंगे भाई. थैंक्स फॉर चैट एंड कम ऑन. चलो ड्रॉ भी चलेगा. 3-1 इज फाइन. किंग f7, नाइट h7, किंग g7, नाइट g5. ये एक ट्राइंगल है. नाइट यहां तो लाइक किंग, हाँ ये तो ट्राइंगल है भाई. इट्स ड्रॉ. So Sasikiran has also drawn chat. With this, India has won 3-1. It should technically have been 3.5, but 3-1 would also do the job. And that means India goes into the second round with 1 up, and France has to win on demand. If France wins, let me show you one thing. It will be a tiebreak of 3+1. So blitz होगा अगर tiebreak में, अगर France अगला मैच जीती है. So let's see what happens. By the way, in other results, Uzbekistan has defeated Ukraine, and Azerbaijan Spain का draw हुआ है, and Poland lost to China. So China won again, but India has the most convincing performance along with Uzbekistan. So well played Team India, excellent performance there, and that means, well, amazing games by VDOP SLOP बनता है भाई. एक बार हो जाए यार. VDOP SLOP India भी बनता है भाई. Amazing game there, amazing games, and they've played consistently well throughout the entire tournament. Not just this game. SL the star player and really the star crusher, yeah. You can push the G pawn, but the thing is, it doesn't help you too much because now I can anyway play king f4, and if you play g5, then knight h7 check, and I win the pawn. इन तो सेमीज में कौन सी टीम होगी वो देखना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज डिपेंड करता है ना कौन सी टीम जीतती है. बाकी में वो देखेंगे. लेट्स नॉट काउंटर चिकन्स, काउंटर एक्ट बिफोर द चिकन्स, यू नो व्हाटएवर जो भी प्रॉवर्ब है. Let's not count the chickens until they're cooked, whatever. VDSLOP indeed. So update chat. Sasikiran has drawn. He was completely winning, but draw is also fine for now. SL played a marvelous game to win with black pieces. Nihal drew yet again, and Vidit also played an amazing game and converted his game against MVL. Count chickens with their hashed. Exactly. So with this chat, I think the next match starts at 9:30 p.m. There's a lot of time till then. 9:30 को SCC भी है. Let me point it out. We are playing the SCC Championship, जहां पे it is Arjun against Caruana. That will be an interesting match. Knockout है, ये भी knockout है. So दोनों matches देखने वाले होंगे. Who will win here will be interesting to see. I don't know what happened in Germany. Japan will फिलहाल lead कर देते हैं इसको. And with that chat, I think we can take a short break. I'll be back at 9:30 p.m. And 9:30 p.m. दोबारा करेंगे. I think that makes sense, right? अभी बहुत टाइम है. लंच डिनर विनर कर लो भाई, एंड आई विल सी यू इन एन आवर. ओपी इज ओवरपावर्ड. एग्जैक्टली. मैं कह रहा हूं 2 मैचेस रहने देते, एक ही काफी है. हाँ एक ही काफी है भाई, एक ही काफी है. सेमी टुडे नहीं है भाई, इसके बाद एक और. दिस इज नॉट ओवर. द क्वार्टर फाइनल्स आर नॉट ओवर. एक और मैच बाकी है. अगला मैच 9:30 बजे है, एंड आई विल बी बैक एट 9:30 p.m. लेट मी चेक इफ Saga bhai is also streaming. Yeah, I think he will also end the stream. Is he still streaming? He's covering something else, yeah? Okay, anyways, let's see. I'll be back at 9:30 p.m. chat. Let me confirm 9:30 hai na? Let me just quickly do that. I think it is 9:30. Let's confirm. It is all... Oh, कितना अच्छा उन्होंने वो बनाया रे. डायग्राम कितना अच्छा है. प्लेइंग स्केड्यूल किधर है भाई? प्लेइंग स्केड्यूल बेटा किधर है? प्लेइंग स्केड्यूल किधर है? हाँ ये रहा. 23rd है आज. 23rd नहीं, रुको 5-8. हाँ ठीक है, 9:30. ठीक है. See you at 9:30 chat. Take care. Keep smiling. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.